We flew over the area where Santander has the planted sugarcane. Some sugarcane was affected. The waters have spread out to possibly as much as they would have gone on the flat areas. And what the hydrology department is telling us that when it bursts over its seams and spreads out, then it starts rising, and that's when you start to see a lot of the water coming up. Certainly a lot of devastation all over the productive sector for agriculture, especially in the Spanish Lookout area. We saw fields that were of corn that were underwater, some that water had passed and the corn is lying down. I think also some beans. We went over an area where you could have seen cattle that were all huddled together because water had formed sort of an island, and so the cattle moved up to the highest area. You could have seen certainly that some animals have died because you could have seen the crows now perching and trying to look for the remains. But what was also interesting was how the river burst open and formed new avenues of where to go. And so what we were told from the hydrology unit and the engineering department is that what happens is that it depends on where most of the water falls, and so each flooding event is different from the other. So whilst we might not have had the rise in the river as much as it happened during Eta and Iota, this one has some devastation that also didn't occur with that flooding event because of where the water fell. And apparently a lot of the water fell in the productive sector area, apart from what was coming up from upriver where in the Macal and Mopan area. So when we went also through the Macal part of the river, we saw some of the damages. Of course, what has now subsided in San Ignacio and in the area of Santa Elena, the bridges that are still underwater. In Santa Familia area, the Hammock Bridge is still underwater, so is the one in Cala Creek. And also what we could have seen was that some of the damages that occurred with some of the houses that are in the area.